Hello everyone, welcome to my page, Pips and Purpose. So I will be going over stop loss today. But before I get into that, make sure you have subscribed to my page and that you have also hit the notifications button so you can get the information you need to help you along your trading journey, and also some inspiration, because I'm all about uplifting, inspiring, all that good stuff. So today, the reason why I chose to go over stop loss is because I feel that it is a valuable tool, especially when you're first starting out in trading. Now, some people use them, some people don't. I don't get into all that. Personally, I use them. I've learned to trade using them, and this is why. A stop loss will limit your loss when you enter a trade. So I will get into how you place your stop loss, but just know it's kind of like your security guard, your cushion. So when you enter a trade, if it decides to go the wrong way, whether you're buying or selling, and you have that stop loss, you aren't going to lose as much as you could lose if you do not have a stop loss and it continues to go the opposite direction. So when it hits your stop loss, it will knock you out of the trade, so you're good to go. But the important thing is to know to not set your stop loss too tight, because then you're constantly going to be getting knocked out of trades and you're not going to be in profit. So knowing how to set your stop loss is equally as important as setting a stop loss. So let's get into it. On my screen, this is TradingView. I choose to use TradingView to mark up charts, do all that good stuff. I do not trade from here. I literally enter my trades on my MetaTrader 4 app, which there is another video on my channel. Go back and watch it on how to enter a trade on MetaTrader 4. But this is where I will look at the different currency pairs. Right now it is NZD CAD. If I wanted to switch it, I would just backspace. Here I have it marked as FOREX, or if you're trading crypto, whatever, that's another video at another time. This is where you will go ahead and change that. So for this training purposes, I am going to just stick with NZD CAD, which is what we're on now. And like I said, I also like to use the Hakanashi candles. So let's get into it. Stop loss. Let's just say I wanted to go ahead and enter a trade on this buy where you see that it is going up. And I have another video about buying or selling, so you can go ahead and watch that as well. But if I wanted to enter this trade on a buy, where I put that green arrow going up right there, when I enter my stop loss, I'm going to look at the previous low, okay? So this would be considered the previous low. I want to make sure that I place my stop loss below the previous low. Why? Because the market follows trends. Remember, as you can see on my screen, the market moves in an up or down motion. So this tells me that there is potential for it to go back down to the previous low. So I don't want to put it too tight to my entry point, because if it decides to retrace before going back in my favor, I'm now going to be stopped out because I was scared to put my stop loss in the right place. You can't go into this scared. So that's another video for another time. But you want to make sure that it is below your previous low, which would be considered this here. Because if it goes back down here, it is not going to hit your stop loss if it decides to go back up, because it is below it. So say for instance, if I wanted to enter a sell, which would be considered this here. Let me make that red. Okay. So if I wanted to enter a sell, and let's just say I entered on this candle right here, I'm going to make sure that my stop loss is above the previous high. Okay, so when you're buying, it has to be below. When you're selling, it needs to be above. Same rules apply because the market follows trends, up, down. So if it happens to retrace and go back to the previous high, as long as my stop loss is above that, if it decides to go back in my favor because it's a winning trade, I'm not going to be stopped out. So don't get scared and put your stop loss too close, because then you're going, because all it takes is one of these wicks to hit it and you're done for. And as you can see, these wicks can get a little crazy. So just remember, when you're placing your stop loss, make sure it is below your previous low, and it is below, and if you're selling, it is above your previous high. And I will place another video about moving your stop loss once you're in profit and you gain so many pips. Then yes, you can move your stop loss without getting out of a trade to break even. If you have any questions, let me know. And of course, if you wish to join my team, go ahead and comment or message me, and I would love to assist you.